Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We are Capitan & Co. And after selling our house in Ireland, we now live full-time in our motorhome Lucy Lou. And as promised, this week we take you on a trip around Punta Prima, which is just outside the city of Torrevieja on the Costa Blanca. Please keep following us on our journey and don't forget to give us a like and please hit the subscribe button. Welcome back to another beautiful day on the Costa Blanca. As promised last week, we were going to bring you to Punta Prima, and no better place to start than this fantastic restaurant behind us here, the Punta Prima restaurant itself, right on the promenade, right at the start of the beach. And there's the beach down there itself. We're going to go down there in a few moments time, but for the moment, come along for the ride and enjoy the trip. Just walking down onto the beach here, and like all beaches this time of the year, you're greeted with all this type of washed up stuff from the water itself. It kind of makes it look a little bit ugly, but at the same time it's a fantastic beach. Nice and short, probably about 150 meters length in total. But not a bad day for the 30th of November, guys. You will be seeing this video on the 1st of December. But we're going to head up that way in a few moments time, just as you're looking there towards that new building that's being built. No doubt it's going to be an apartment block of some sort. And over there as well we will visit the old site of the Carbonaires. I will explain a little bit more about that when we get up there. But yeah, this is the beach itself. You can see somebody out there swimming. I'm not too sure if you can see it out, straight out there in the water. Might be able to zoom in on that when I get the camera going in a while. But yeah, lovely area to start off, Punta Prima Beach. And just on the opposite end of the beach there itself, you have kind of little service road that leads down to it. And then onto this rocky area here. I've seen motorhomes parked in this little patch here before, so it can be done. And if, like me, you've been coming here for the last 4 or 5 years, this is a totally new building that has only gone up in the last year or so. Bearing in mind that before I came out here on the 29th of September, I hadn't been out here since January of 2019, which means at some stage that building would have been built or started to have been built. No doubt it would have been put on hold as a result of COVID as well. Just a little rocky area on the beachfront here as well. That's going to lead us on to our next destination by the new apartment blocks that were being built in the last couple of years as well. And then on to another fabulous restaurant that's always chock-a-block. No matter what part of the season you go to, the Nautilus restaurant. So once again, just as we come off the Punta Prima beach itself, on the rocky area here, we come to these little old buildings. And believe it or not, it's part of an army barracks that was back here built in the early 19th century, around 1829. And what it done is it actually housed the Carbonaires. Basically what they were a local guard that protected this area, patrolled this area, and worked as customs officers from this area. And they were disbanded back in 1940. So you can see a few of the buildings here as well in front of us. I always relate the Carbonaires to Italian police. Maybe it's a derivative from that, I don't know, but they were a guard of some sort anyway. protecting this area, patrolling the coastline, and as I said, acting as customs officers as well. As I said, they were disbanded back in 1940, and it was at that stage then that the local civil guard took over from them. Don't know exactly what this building is here, but looks like a bunker of some sort. Nothing of note in there, but as you can see, they're filling it up at the moment with all this gravel. So I can't tell you any more about it, guys. And here you can see another ruin of one of the buildings that would have been part of the barracks back in those days as well. And since the local civil guard took it over in 1940, I have no date since then when they actually left the area and it became the ruins that it is at the moment. Once again, if you get your bearings right here, that's Torrevieja city in front of us. We're going there and we'll be showing you that video, please God, this Saturday. If I get my finger out and edit this as quickly as possible and get down there and start filming there. But yeah, we're going along that promenade now in a few moments time as well. Show you those new beautiful apartment buildings that have gone up. And looking back the opposite way, back towards the Cabo Roy area, and in the distance you can see the area that belonged to the military barracks there at Mohon that we've showed you in a previous video when we were going around our little tour of Cabo Roy. And even further again, you're looking back towards the strip of La Manga, which will be a video that we will do at some stage in the future as well. Well, this is another set of apartment block buildings that has gone up in the last few years as well. But my favourite of the whole lot of them is the next one coming up around the bend here. Maybe it's just the colours of it, but it's absolutely fantastic. And we pretty much watched it being built over the years. And it looks like it's pretty much fully occupied now. That's it in there. Don't know what it's called or anything like that. But I would say, if you're buying one of them, you'd want to be saving for a good time. And if you're renting one, you still probably want to be saving for a good time. Beautiful set of blocks. And they are right on the front of this bustling promenade. There's a little rocky beach in front of us. Not really a swimming beach. Well, maybe it is a swimming beach, but it's definitely not a bathing beach. And that's the restaurant Nautilus there in front of us there, that yellow building across there. Always busy, busy, busy. As you can see, you have a seating area right out the front. One upstairs, one downstairs and on the inside. And wait till you see this at the back. A fantastic seating area there right at the back. So when you're coming up to Punta Prima, I suppose this is probably the easiest way to get down to the promenade that we've just come up from. And that road there is the N332. It's a double lane dual carriageway for pretty much of it. You come to this big massive roundabout here. If you go straight on, it brings you towards Torrevieja and La Mata. And then you take the right turn here, right at the Beneca bank. That brings you right down towards the road that we've just came up. That will lead you right down to Nautilus restaurant, and then turn right onto those new apartment blocks that I've just shown you there a few minutes ago. But for now, we're going to head in this way here and show some of you people these restaurants that you probably frequented a few times yourselves over the years. Of course, you must remember it is a Tuesday as well, so definitely not going to be as busy as what there would be. We start off with the Marco Polo restaurant here. Going through that then, and we're into the Eclipse restaurant. Nice little restaurant. We had a few beers here ourselves and a bit of food here as well from time to time. And you have your Pharmacia there as well. The Gandhi restaurant. Nice little Indian restaurant itself. So yeah, you have plenty of restaurants in along this little strip here itself. Picasso. No doubt there's an Italian team of some sort. Then you have the German bank, the BBVA. Very good bank to work with. We've done a bit of business in there ourselves. Your little ice cream parlour place. So yeah, plenty of different types of bars and restaurants, whatever takes your fancy. Or if you wanted to do a pub crawl, just visit them all. The one good thing about this little strip of restaurants and cafes here, guys, is that the locals eat and drink here as well, so you can be guaranteed that they are quite good at what to do. You have this little mini market here as well. A White Star that doesn't seem to be open at the moment. This little one here is a little Venice pizza restaurant that our daughter does a little bit of work in from time to time. And then you finish off here with this Giacomo restaurant, which is an Italian style restaurant as well. That does be packed at night time, so I'm not too sure if it's closed fully or if it opens later on or what way it works, but it is a beautiful restaurant nonetheless. Across the road then you have your Easy gas station. Prices aren't too bad, you can see it there on the frontage, 129.4. And of course, like what there is in every built up area out here in Spain, you have one of those bizarre chinos, kind of like your pound shop at home, maybe a better value version of it. But this little road here now is going to lead us towards El Capitan, and we'll show you that when we get there. Wow, well, I'm shocked and stunned just coming down from Punta Prima towards El Capitan, and I see this restaurant up for sale, El Nacional. This place was always buzzing. A beautiful frontage on it as well, whereby you come out and you sit down on your kind of like sofa type seats, bask in the sun and just enjoy. God almighty, another one. Anyway, next door to that, we're coming into El Capitan, and this is what greets you when you come into El Capitan. That big tower there, which I'm led to believe by the lady behind the counter that it's actually a house, and it was lived in at one stage, whereby the person who owned it lived up to the very top there where the windows are. But yet when you look on Google, it tells you that it was a water tower, and it would look like at some stage the top of that did collect water. But the lady is adamant that is an empty shell. But anyway, this is El Capitan. It's kind of a recreational restaurant area. Leads right back through the sports bar area here, right in through all the tennis courts area. Okay, you have about 5 or 6 different tennis courts there. Another beautiful seating area on the outside here, and then you have a 7-a-side football pitch there. What a beautiful facility. It's somewhere where myself and Abina have been coming for the last 5 years, but we've never come into this pub itself. And she should be out next weekend, please God. Oh, little mini golf course in there as well. But yeah, El Capitan. I suppose the reason I'm showing you so much of this is the fact that I've actually ordered a 0-0 beer just to hydrate. And then you have this little games room here. Your air hockey, your table tennis, your foosball, your pool, your TV. Do you connect your games up to that? Game consoles? Yeah. I don't know how busy it gets. It was fairly well laid out. I presume this is some sort of a food prep area here. And kind of a stone oven there in behind. Or an oven of some sort. Yeah. It's the footbridge that gets you from one side of Punta Prima to the opposite side of the road. And then just on the opposite side of the roundabout you come across to another set of restaurants. You have the Aza Kitchen. Lovely little seating area there underneath those pods. And you have these restaurants here that will be quite busy at the weekends. I was only here a few weekends ago myself, trying to get into one of these areas, but they were all closed. The Bridge Bar, the Bridge Pub, Irish Pub. Indian, Mexican, Italian. Triple connection of food there, guys. And across the opposite side of the road you have a Compson. Another shopping centre area as well. Yeah, so that's this side of it. A little German restaurant there. And of course, no trip to Punta Prima would be complete without a visit to the Torrevieja Costa go-karts. So when you come in here to race, depending on your age category or your ability as well, you can select the type of vehicle that you want to race itself through the different CC range. Can't remember what they are, but I think you only get about 7 minutes on the track itself, which is a little bit steep for the price of around €25 thereabout. It's fun, it's addictive, of course it's a motorsport, so we all want to do it. And of course, like all tourist attractions out there as well, you get your photograph taken as you go around, and then when you finish you get your results, and if you're good enough you make it onto that podium and your friends and family can take your own photographs itself. Okay, so that's the end of our tour around Punta Prima. Thank you very much for coming along with us. We hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to come back here on Saturday night as we bring you on a trip around Torrevieja. But for the moment, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you out and about.